my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make a pretty female ped on FiveM. So pretty much what I do is I like to start off by adjusting the facial features. So we all know how females look. So you'll get into a server and it'll start off like this. Um, you should already be on a male or female free mode, which is the male or female ped. Then you go through your inheritance. But what I like to do is go through my facial features first, because once you go through the facial features first and start changing your face, it will look more so girly. So with the nose, I like to go in. As you can see, it is changing to whitest to narrowest. So I like to get a little snatch nose, a little snatch nose. So the height, how tall it goes, I like to leave this alone. Size, which is actually how pointy it will be. I don't like a pointy nose, but it's all up to your preference. Bone height, that is the arch of the nose. You don't want it to end like that. Looks crazy. Just a little bit. Let me change this in a little bit more. And once you finish this and go back up to your inheritance, you can always adjust it because it may be a little different. So peak height is how high. We'll leave that how it is. And bone twist is the nose twisting. Eyebrows. So with females, a high eyebrow really works. Like I said, it's up to your preference of how you want your characters to look. But this is the way I do my pretty females. The depth of the eyebrow, it's how far it comes out, like that. Sometimes I like to go in so it can be a little flat, or just fine, or just a little bit depth like that. Cheeks, we're gonna do bone height, as you can see, high cheekbones, low cheekbones, in the middle. With females, I like to go a little high. Bone width, the cheeks go out. To get that really pretty female face, a lot of times you would want to go like have a fat facial features. So like a little chunky. That's more feminine to me. So I like to go out a little chunky. And this is the bottom cheek. So I will actually put this out a little fatter. Now, right now, it looks like nothing really changed. But as we get back up to the inheritance, you will see how different it will look. So eyes and mouth, the eyes. I like the more sexual, sensual type of seductive look. So I normally put my eyes down to around 4. And not so wide like this. Looks creepy. So like 4. Lip thickness is always going to be -1 to the top. Because we females, we like the pouty looks. Not like this. The pouty looks. Lips there. So as you can see, it's starting a little to look like a female. So we'll do our jaws next. It widens it. Now with the jaws, I like to give it a little snatched look. So I would go in and tighten it. Because you don't want a rough jaw like this. That's too rough. You gotta soften it up a little bit. So this is at the bottom as well. And I would just probably put it at the same. Chin lowering. I would leave this along how it is. Length, I would leave that alone as well. This all depends on the inheritance though. Maybe a little bit. And then the size. It's how wide. I like to go a little bit in like that. And the hole I don't mess with, even though you really can't see it when it goes like this. I will leave this alone. And your neck doesn't really matter. You don't want a fat neck like this. You can always go in, but from -1 to 0 doesn't look any different. So you can put it at 0 or you can tighten it in. So now that we're done with the facial feature, we're gonna go ahead and go to inheritance. Before we apply the makeup and everything, let's go ahead to the inheritance. Now, female faces are normally two different ones. The 45 and I believe the 26. 26, 27. Whichever one you want to use. So you can actually just go through all the faces and look and see which one is more feminine. So a lot of times I like to use 45 because as you can see, it looks more feminine. Now, what I'm going to do, I am going to change her chin. It looks a little too bubbly. I don't know how to say it, but it just looks funny. But I'm definitely going to go back in and change her chin. So I also like to mix it up. So when you mix it up, you don't want to keep it at 0. Say I want to mix it with a 30. Mind you, this is a 30. So say I want the 45 mixed with a 30. You're going to have to change this 0 so that it mixes a little bit. As you can see, it's a mixture between a 45 and a 30. Now, I actually honestly wouldn't use this face because I don't like the 30. So I'm going to go in and probably 28 is fine. Now keep in mind, some servers don't have the race or this race part down here. So you would just have to play around with a lot of these in order to get the female facial features. But always you want to make sure that your father or your mother is 45 and then just mix it up using this bar. So 21 is good. This is normally a good face for females. So if your server has a skin, of course, it changes the skin color. So I'm going to put it on the skin. You can always mix it, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. The skin doesn't really change much. So just by doing the first father is okay. I actually kind of like this one. So then we can do our race, which kind of actually mixes it just a little bit for your skin. Gives you that color that you really want. So there you have it. You have your base skin already. And then I'm just going to go back into my chin and fix that. So that it's more rounder or fix the face. It doesn't look crazy looking. So this is actually my base female. And that's how you make a female face for GTA 5 FiveM. And then I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but we can always put on your makeup. What I like to use, well, in different servers, it varies with the makeup and the blush. It's always different in every server. So you're just going to have to play around with your server. So I like to use makeup like this that contours her cheeks and also her nose, like how you do your regular makeup in real life. So I would get the light part right here like that. Maybe the light part there. And you see how it glows up her face now? It's more feminine. Blush. I will actually try to find like eye concealer or eye makeup to go around the eyes. So like I said, every server is different. So I might just have to switch this around. So I'll use that like that. And actually use this for the eye makeup. All right, so I like that smoky eye type effect. So I'll actually bring it over to there. And this is how you get it to be as dark or light as you want by changing the opacity. So, like I said, with your makeup and blush, every server varies. Um, it's not always going to be the same. The eyeshadow might be under blush, so you just have to play around with it. But I like to give it the black eye effect around the eyes with the makeup, and then as far as like the eyeshadow and everything, maybe I would do this one as well, but I would try to get it close to her skin. It just makes it look like she has on actual makeup. So like how we apply it, how our females apply it every day at home. So I would just find one that works. Now the sun is out on this server, so I can't really make out how this is supposed to look because it looks red. So I might just go down to maybe just give her some blush, just a little bit. Okay. Lipstick. You want to go ahead and throw on some lipstick. Like I said, every server is different. Lipsticks pretty much won't be the same all the time. Um, a lot of times I like to give her that black liner around the lips. Beard, you can sometimes find edges in here depending on your server. So there's no edges in that in my server here. Blemishes, you can add in like real effects to the face. So you can put moles, freckles, and all that good stuff like that, or pimples, face deformities, acne. I don't like all that, so I normally just keep this at 0. Aging, you can make an old character if you want. Got wrinkles there. Complexion, it just changes like sunburns and everything. Really, the sun damage is here, but the complexion is the same thing. Then you have sun damage. It looks like just dry skin. And you have mole and freckles. That's pretty cute. Uh, so I would keep it like this. So there you have it, your female face, and you can add more things to it, like the hair. This is dependent upon your server, as always. And you can add in some edges if your server has it. And I'm just gonna add in, I forgot the eyebrows. You had to add in the eyebrows. That's what makes the whole face. It's the eyebrows. So there you have it. I just made a female character. And that's pretty much how I make my characters. Um, it's nothing to it. It's very simple. I know sometimes it's hard and people don't know like where to start. So I hope this helps. And I will just go ahead and continue building on. Um, Now with the eyelashes, A lot of times your server should have this as well. And there you have it, your female character. So like I said, you can always change it to your preference and your liking. You don't necessarily have to do it exactly how I do it. You can make it to your liking, your preference. So that's the end of this video. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe it, give me some comments or what other videos I should do, and I will try to get those out to you as soon as possible.